Hey, End Time Watchman, how y'all tonight? Or this evening late, some of you evening, some of you night, I don't know. But anyway, I've got a couple of things and scenarios I wish to draw to your attention. Now, having said that, I may be calm, I may shout. I got more people that's give me heads up on shouting than I do those few that are getting upset about me shouting. So we'll just see how God leads it, and I don't know which way it'll go, but it's going to go. We're going to let it happen, ski cap. And there's some things we ought to consider before they take place, and picture ourselves in that moment before the moment comes. Well, what do you mean? Well, I'm going to take my time and try to take this slow. You ladies will appreciate this that watch my videos, and I've seen this through my family and different avenues. You know, if you're looking to get a haircut or get your hair fixed one way or the other, you generally, a lot of you will flip through a magazine. Some of you won't, and I understand that. I mean, I do my own hair. I give myself a redneck haircut because I got my clippers and I just roll her over it, and it's all the same length, and I don't worry about it. Sometimes I shave my head, and sometimes I'll trim my beard with scissors. Sometimes I'll do it with a razor. But I don't look at a magazine and try to see myself looking like somebody else before it happens. But the ladies, and I'm not speaking against the ladies, period. I want you to understand something I'm using a parable and analogy. And you ladies know what I'm talking about. Y'all look at a hair book and these different haircuts and hairstyles and all that before you ever go over to get your hair cut, or used to. It's going to be, we're going to have to cut our own hair, which I do mine anyway. But you try to picture yourself with that hairstyle before it ever is placed upon you by the shears and the cuts and the scissors and all that. I want you to picture yourself in the things and the arenas I'm going to give you. I want you to already picture yourself with it taking place before it happens. And all that is real life scenarios of what's coming in the future. In other words, you've already prepared yourself, you already walked through it. It's kind of like the lights out drill I gave you a while back. Well, I got me some real intelligent comments on that. I mean, people are so materialistic nowadays, they think the lights can't go out or nothing's going to happen. Well, that's fine. And when they do go out and you freak out, you need to be put in a straight jacket. That'll be your problem, not mine, because I'm already ready. But there's some different things going on, and consider this. As far as using the words that I'm going to use tonight, let's consider a wildfire that breaks out. But we're not talking about something that's burning over across the seas, or the wildfires in maybe in Montana or in New Mexico or California as far as being struck by the lightning. But I will use that as an analogy. What about the wildfire that is about to start in California with the collapse of that state? Shouldn't you picture yourself, and hold on a minute. Festus, don't start it tonight. You're going back in the house, boy. Get out. I apologize, but that's just the way it is. I got family and I got dogs, one dog, and you know, when they need rebuking, I'll rebuke them. That's what's wrong with society now. We wouldn't be in the hell of a shape we in if we'd have went ahead and took a stand for it. But in any event, we won't go there. That's another video. Picture yourself, if you live in California, in a wildfire scenario of things just breaking down. Picture yourself not getting that welfare check. Picture yourself getting a piece of paper, the IRS says I owe you, and you don't get that tax refund. Stop it, Festus, now. Picture yourself without the funds you generally got every month. What you gonna do now? Picture yourself that when the funds don't come, the reaction of a lot of people that don't know and ain't prepared, and they're just thinking there's some kind of game and some kind of illusion, when in all reality, it is reality. How will you defend and react against those that just freak out on you? That's one thing to consider with California. Now, I ask you to do this for me. Come here, Festus, get in my lap and shut up. Come here. I'm tired of you scratching stuff. Come on. Come here. I'm tired of you scratching on stuff. You interrupting my video. Alright, picture yourself living in Texas, maybe Arizona. Picture yourself with Mexico's collapse. It's already collapsed. Listen to me, it's already collapsed. They just haven't pronounced it. Picture yourself having to deal with an influx of a bunch of people that are so desperate that they just running over that border because they never built the fence, remember? It wasn't nothing but a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Tell them, hey, buddy. Hey. Picture yourself having to deal with that situation and an influx of desperate people that ain't got nothing to lose because they've lost everything anyway. How will you deal with it? Are you prepared to deal with it? Do you have the wherewithal and the tenacity to be able to make hard decisions and do what you have to do in that scenario? Because it's on the way. And I got to remind you of something. There's a lot of people that live in Texas, Arizona, different places, different avenues, and I could go on with a list of states, but I won't, that would be willing to take their side over yours. And I'm not, this is not a racial video. Don't send me the freaking comments saying I hate Mexicans or whatever. Don't even go there. I mean, you're just ignorant. But they got a lot of what I call sleeper cells that will be willing to help them over you. I'm not speaking bad against Mexican people. I'm just telling you that there are wildfire scenarios that are going to take place in the not so distant future. And I'm asking the American people if they're ready for these scenarios. Let's go with another scenario. Get down, Festus. I need to talk. Don't you get back on that piece of paper if you don't want to spank you. Ask yourself this. The credit, even though the stimulus package has been passed, and it ain't going to do a hill of beans. I made a video on that, and I'll do whatever. Let's just say that the trucks don't run. And there's a panic to get to the marketplace if you live in a big city. And you should have listened to folks and prepared and had you a food supply, but you didn't. So now you've got to go out in a panic and get it. And you've got to deal with people that are evil that will beat you down to get that milk or get that bread or get that canned goods over you, and you're weaker than they are, and they'll beat you and leave you laying there, and you know what? You're in a state of panic and fear, and you're hurt and you're injured, and they're not going to help you. That'd be a bad day, wouldn't it? Another wildfire incident that could possibly take place. Picture yourself that you was able to get your food, but there's so much riot and chaos that you may have the food, but the roads are locked down and you can't get back to the house to put it up in your freezer and put it in your pantry and be back in that place of safety. Picture that as a critical incident in a wildfire scenario that, you know what, that you never thought could happen, but you're in the middle of it and you didn't prepare for it, and now you don't know what to do. That's why warnings are put out, that you'd be prepared for that and not have to experience that, and it could come to the point where you'd lose your life over it because you didn't listen. Am I trying to scare you and make you in fear? No, I'm trying to put the truth out to you that you don't have to get in the middle of that fear, because fear will get you killed quicker than anything. I'll be right back.